Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As always, look at people's behavior, not at what they say. We can say a lot of things. I love you so much. You're my baby doll. I will never gonna leave you. I give you everything. Blah, blah, blah. All that words. If you do it, that's a different story. Word or talk is cheap. So when you hear these guys here talking about democracy, we love democracy. Democracy is in danger. We defend democracy by banning other people's other options. We like diversity, but we make it as much as we have only two parties that are the same, but they are the only ones that are allowed to run. Now, actions speak louder than words. Words are cheap, as I said. So what's going on now? In Europe, and not only, it seems like in the Western world, there's a reaction to the decisions made by the elites being the ones in charge of us, or at least the ones that we see as being in charge of us. Who is really in charge of us, I think it's above the elites. If we see them, that means they're not in charge. Behind them are higher interests than a Biden or a Pompeo or a Trump or a Scholz or a Sunak. These are just weasels. Come and go. There's other structures above them that are there for hundreds of years possible. Yeah, some of them are. So we have here an attack on democracy. And in the name of democracy, we have to ban certain messages because we can't compete with them. Remember, there's the pendulum. If I push it this way, it's going to come back that way. And if I push it higher, it's going to go higher here. So when you have a extreme so-called reaction in the society that picks up momentum, that tells me that the guys in charge, let's say these are not in power, like AfD, Alternative for Deutschland, in Germany, if they get a momentum and more than 20% of the population would vote for them according to polls, that means, and they call these guys extremists, that is a reaction to something, and that is the guys in charge. And they cry that these guys are extremists, but they are a resultant, a consequence of their actions, which are garbage. The same with Trump. Trump is just a reaction, a counter-reaction of their actions, these garbage guys' actions. So when I say Trump is extremist, it's because you are. And these guys, you push them to that extreme. If these guys would have everything great, you not push it, you're not going to have extreme. But you have extreme because you're always going to have extremes. I'm talking about the like the bell curve. Extremes are thinner. Right now, it seems like the extremes are like that. So the in between is become smaller and it builds on the extremes. So that's not good. So we have here another attempt to obviously destroy someone. You try Trump by banning him, and then have the idiot Nikki Haley being the only. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm the only one. Trust me. Fuck you. Okay, that's what's gonna be. And Trump is gonna be deemed. Oh, you can't. The court ruled. That's one. Then you have in Germany, the Alternative for Germany, for Deutschland. They tried to ban that one. They tried to ban the guy Gerd Wilders. I don't even know if he was able to form his government in the Netherlands. They tried to ban him. And you have right now in France Marine Le Pen. Why? They try to attach extremism, Nazi, Alternative for Deutschland, and if you ever spoke with the Alternative of Deutschland, you are like them, which she did. That means she's also a Nazi. Voila. So if Alternative for Deutschland will be banned, and I suspect it will, then they're going to get for Marine Le Pen. Why? Because Marine Le Pen is the reaction of their garbage. But they don't recognize that way. They talk about democracy, but democracy, they like democracy, and they like a kind of democracy where they only win, they don't lose, because they think they're on the side of the right. And if someone else, the alternative, wins, and since I'm on the side of the right, those guys, the bad dudes, we can't, in the name of protecting you, we can't let them win. We're gonna ban them so we can protect you. We are your protectors. They are bad because we are the only good. Got that? That's the mentality. So let's go to this garbage. Bloomberg. Francis Le Pen questions ties to German AfD over extremist plan. There she is. They couldn't find a different picture. I'm going to show you another picture of Marine Le Pen, okay? Just let me look for one. Let's say like this one. What do you think? Better than, where is the garbage? Right here? Where is it? Yeah. I'm not saying she doesn't look like that, but guarantee you that we all look bad with a certain kind of light. You know, coming from a certain... She's old, but they choose this picture instead of... Where's the picture? This picture. Obviously, she was much younger here. I mean, much younger. Much younger than here, obviously. All right? But nevertheless, it doesn't really matter. It matters what you do, not how you look. French far-right leader. There you have. From the very beginning, you understand this article is skewed towards that. So, again, advice for Marine Le Pen. Don't even try. You've been trying for about what? At least 10 years. You even took a shit on your father and you disavowed him and you said you love them and you love those and you don't hate anybody. You tried. It doesn't work like that, and you're what, 60-some. Wake up. You're tough. I heard you talk in interviews. Don't fall for this. Be what you are. Don't try to be something else. Tell people what you really believe in. Why? They still call you a French far right. They still try to attach Nazi through the alternative for Germany. No, it's a war. That's what it is. If you do what they tell you, you're going to be called, differently. If you, in a second, do something they don't like you to do, they're going to call you names. So you have the choice. Be yourself and be patted over your head by those garbages, or be yourself and do what you feel and really believe in and get the proper behavior for your enemy. It's good to have enemies. That means you stand for something. And that gets you active, keeps you vibrant. Like, easy environment creates fat people and weak people. A tougher environment creates people that have to work hard. They toughen up. All right. My God. So, French far-right leader Marine Le Pen raised doubts in general, or who exactly rose those doubts? Over her party's ties to Germany's AfD after a remigration plan with Nazi echoes was uncovered and triggered mass protests. Now, you see, we have here some arbiters, some judges. Who are they and why? You see, raise doubts. Who are the guys who have a problem? And why should they be the arbiters of a society? Always question that. Why? Who told you? You have a PhD in doubts? In what? In who's good and who's bad? We can determine that, but we should be in the conversation as well. Shouldn't be? France's National Rally. She even changed the name of the party, but whatever. Belongs to the same group of the anti-immigrant Alternative for Germany in the European Parliament, which is due to hold elections in June. Le Pen told news conference on Thursday that this relationship was not up for discussion. Good, be yourself. She said she would talk with her German counterparts about whether their apparently significantly different views will have consequences on our ability to be allied in the same group. So she's running away. Members of the AfD attended a meeting in November. Tralala, lululu. Hundreds of thousands. Okay, Danielle Tapp, a spokesperson leader, played down the Le Pen comments. As is usual among friends, we will seek a discussion to clear up any misunderstandings, he said. We will fully inform our partners in Paris about the complete baseless media campaign. Well, the thing is this. It depends how much Le Pen is afraid or not. She has to tap into the electorate, even that doesn't really matter. It matters who counts the votes, and see which way should go. So she's going to make a statement. That's how it's done. You make a statement, the media picks it, promote it, or put it in the media, and then you immediately make an opinion poll and see if things change. So you do it before about you or about the issue, make the statement, then you make a poll and see where the needle went, this way or that way. If it went this way and that's good for you, you keep saying the same thing even harsher and do the same thing. Get another poll, say something even more to the left, in my case here, and then another opinion poll. And if it went that and you gain more, keep going that route. That's how it's done. Why do you think these guys do opinion polls every time they make a statement or something on this and that? To see if they should keep going deeper in that or should just take the foot off the pedal. That's what it is. Why? Because of supposedly the electorate. If you think that they are, free and open elections and whatever. So here she is, Marine Le Pen. They are on to her. It's only the guys that are on this kind of side that are the bad guys. And somehow the other sides are, by default, the good side. Why? You want examples? Remember, the National Socialist Workers' Party, they claim it's on the right. National Socialist Workers, you got two already, all right? That's not on the right. But anyway, I let you be fooled by these intellectuals from the universities, which changed the paradigm 7 years ago almost. For that, you can look at, what is his name? Holy moly macaroni. Now only Vivek Ramaswamy comes, but that's not him. It's another Indian who immigrated to the United States of America. What's his name? I will find him and I'm going to play for him. I'm not going to play for him. I'm going to probably direct it towards him. He's an Indian. What the hell is his name? And he immigrated here and then he was arrested on campaign fraud. And then he was pardoned by Trump. He has a channel as well. He's Indian. What the hell is his name? With glasses. And I listened to him, some of his lectures and speeches. And he wrote a book about that, saying that actually the Nazis were on the left, not on the right. And he makes the points and all that. Let me see if I find the guy. So here he is, Dinesh D'Souza. And this is from PragerUniversity.com, whatever. He's talking about, is fascism right or left? And he don't watch only that. You can go on many others of his own speeches where he's going to discuss if they were on the right or on the left. And he also wrote a book on that. I highly recommend looking into this history. And his how do you call it? His statement and how he supported with evidence. And here is another one that is right here, exposing the Nazi roots of the American left. Dinesh D'Souza, live on University of North Carolina, I'm guessing, and Greensboro, yes, North Carolina, Greensboro. Look at this one, for instance, but it's 1 hour and 11 minutes. You can find him in many ways, like right here, The Big Lie. There's another one, The Big Lie, exposing the Nazi roots of the audio book. That's his book, talking about this. So, I don't want to go deeper into that. He makes the case with arguments, and people who think that, again, those guys are on the right, I think they're on the left. But nevertheless, you make your own judgment. But listen to his arguments, to his evidence that he brings to support his thesis. All right, be open-minded. Open-mindedness does not mean you have to accept it. No, listen to it with an objective mind. I want to learn. Let's see. That's an open mind. Here is, if you don't accept their perversities, they say, you're not open-minded. No, I listened to you and I decided that's garbage. So I was open-minded. That means open-mindedness. Okay, let me listen to another opinion, to another version, to an alternative. That's open-mindedness. So don't fall for it when you go, oh, you're not open-minded. They say, oh, you don't agree with me, you're an idiot. Open-mindedness does not mean agreeing with you. It's just looking at your argument in an objective way. And I ask you to do the same thing. Can you do that? No. Why? Because they are the tolerant left. Left communists. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.